JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. So the ERC may be ending at any time, any day, possibly. No panic in my voice, just making sure that you're aware of this. If you are in the process of applying for it, you probably want to go ahead and get it done. With this, the reasoning that it may end is that there is some proposed tax legislation. So it hasn't passed the House and it hasn't passed the Senate as of the day that I am putting this video up, which is January 31st. If ERC goes away, you won't see this video. But with this included in this proposed legislation, it will end ERC. Now, technically, in this draft, it put a date of January 31st. However, hopefully, it won't be retroactive to that, but typically when something becomes law, then anything in that law, typically it's that date forward. But laws have been known to retroactively end certain programs. So with this being said, ERC, you file by filing a Form 941X. Currently, if this legislation does not become law, you have until April 15th of 2024 to file for ERC for 2020. And you have till April 15th of 2025 to file for 2021. What this would do, as I have read the draft legislation as it stands today, is that it just would be that IRS would not process any claims submitted after whatever date this is ultimately going to be. So I would say this, even if they end up making it retroactive to January 31st, which I'd be surprised if they did, you still should just go ahead and get your 941X in, because you certainly don't want to go, well, it was January 31st, but then when they pass the law, oh shoot, it's the day of whatever the law is. Now, with this, there has been a lot of unfortunate, aggressive approaches on those that qualify potentially for ERC. And that is why the legislation is wanting to go ahead and put an end to ERC. So what is clear, though, based on the draft legislation, is that if there are any Form 941Xs that would have been filed before whatever date they're going to actually ultimately make this effective, they will process those. So if you've put in an application before, they will continue to process those. Now, there's a couple of programs that have come out here recently. If you want to withdraw your request for ERC, or if you got ERC and now you want to pay it back, they'll let you do that at an 80% discount. And I've got a couple of videos talking about that. And some that are very specific. So I'm going to give you links to that as well. I've got a playlist related to ERC. If you're thinking, well, I may qualify, or do I qualify? Got a ton of free videos in that playlist, a lot of free resources on my website, and I'm going to give you links to that. And then if for whatever reason you think, hey, you know what, I think I do qualify for this, I want to go ahead and file, I do have a seminar that will take you A to Z, over 8 hours of seminar, over 20 videos, gives you examples, Excel spreadsheets, and everything that you would need to go ahead and file for this yourself. So with that, here's what I would be telling you if you were my client. If you think you qualify, then figure out yes or no. Do you qualify? Yes? Then get that Form 941X in. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. You have a great one.